Alright guys, we're back in the shop, and it's first oil change day. Yay! The 570's finally got to the point where we got to do the first oil change. So today we had a little bit of it was a heartbreaking moment, to be honest with you. So we went down to the local Polaris dealership to pick up our oil change kit. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, I shouldn't have spent the money there. We're in Elliott Lake. They know who they are. They know where they are. And went in to pick up the oil change. At first, the guy gave me the wrong oil change kit. Glad that I knew what I was after. Grabbed the proper oil kit. And then when I proceeded to pay for it, I was hit with the bill and I was in shock. I was charged almost $65 for 2 liters of oil and a filter, which is absolutely disgusting. But unfortunately, you pay for convenience. Went and picked it up. Left, not happy. We also got a price on $90 sprocket. That was, we didn't order it.
For that old girl.
Yeah, for this old girl. So a simple 11 tooth sprocket, $90 plus tax. Rip off. So when we got home, Corey's like, oh, you know what, just out of giggles and ha-has, why don't we call Mid-City? And we're like, yeah, you know what, that's a great idea. We've always had great service from Mid-City. That's where this came from. This is where we bought it. It's where Dad's Razor come from. Absolutely loved the service at Mid-City. Unfortunately, Sudbury's 2 hours away. It wasn't feasible for an oil change. So we called them, and they were 51, 30 something,
Yep.
Taxes in, out the door. So thank you, Elliott Lake Polaris, for gouging the locals on oil filters and oil changes. Appreciate it, because that'll probably be the last time I buy anything from you guys. But anyways, on to the happy part. We're going to give her some new oils. So yeah, first time. It's a new platform for us. We're used to our 850s. It's a little different. So we got a few things that have got to come apart. So yeah, we got the tools out. We might as well just get into her.
Side panels have to come off on this one, I guess, Derek?
Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of research, but the little bit of research that I've done is because the engine's mounted further back in the chassis. We're used to our twins being up more mid. So we got to pull these out to get to the access, which, I mean, isn't the end of the world. These clips are super easy. Oh, one more. Hiding
down at the front.
So that out.
Pipper popper.
Yeah. And that comes out.
That really isn't that bad to get to.
No, it's 4 clips.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy. And then, yeah, we do the same on the other side. Actually, that'd be nice when we got this off, put that frog skin on.
Yep.
That's CVT there.
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome. Really not. This bike has been like...
We're not used to the smaller one-lungers where we have big bikes usually, but...
Yeah.
I will say, and I've said it before, this little bike throws down.
Like, I'm the fuel mileage, man. I've been through 2 tanks, this thing's dropped 4 bars.
Yeah, no. It almost makes you kind of want to go back.
Yeah.
But not really.
And, I mean, top end, like, speed-wise, it keeps right up.
Yeah.
Like, I can't leave it behind. It's just, I don't know. I'm really impressed with this little bike. We got some footage that'll be coming up on the channel later, and she had the headlights underwater, and it didn't spin the belt, didn't hesitate, just pulled right through.
It was deep, and I thought you were in trouble, and
yeah, I thought
you were not in trouble.
I thought we were going for a rescue mission. Wow,
that is actually pretty good.
I'm impressed, and that's everything.
And you can get to everything.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
6, 7 clips in.
Yeah. Seven clips, 3 one side, the other. And then you got access to everything. Exhaust. Where's that oil filter? Oh, there you are.
Oh,
right there.
You even gonna need
Isn't that handy?
the tool?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is, way down in there.
Yeah.
And get her in there.
Yeah, right in there. Yep. She's a tiny little feller. All right. Well, I guess we'll get the oil drained out of her.
There's no cover for the...
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope, no cover. Actually, there's just right in the skid plate, there's a little hole and the old 6mm Allen key. I wish the jack was working. But that's her. And then there's a hole right here to the oil to drain out from the filter.
Yep.
So this is her. This is the inaugural oil change.
The $68 oil change. Yeah. And that oil's not even that bad.
No.
Anything on the magnet?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's clean.
Yep. Perfect.
Yep.
Well, we'll pick her up when Derek puts the plug back in.
Yep. Alright, so we'll put our fancy filter wrench on there. Oh, that don't want to work. Is it spinning? Or is that
Go one more. Let me see. Nope, you're not moving at all. They cranked it on you.
Alright, so sometimes you gotta make do. We got the proper, this is a Polaris, bought from the Polaris dealership for the oil filters. Somebody, I'm assuming on Friday of a long weekend, torqued it on there. 90,000 foot-pounds. So, got a set of plumbing pliers. Not the right tool, but it's the right tool for today.
And he did get it broke free, I think, earlier.
See?
Yep.
Oh! Like,
She is moving.
yeah, so's the wall and the filter. Oh. Like, come on, that's so ridiculous.
There's no reason to ever tighten that up.
And
that
we
hard.
cranked, I broke it loose off camera just so I didn't look like a fool.
Just snug and a little extra ukadug at the end. It's more than enough.
No, 90,000 foot-pounds.
Take your center to the moon.
Cross-threaded or torqued to spec, tight's tight.
Any damages?
No,
Beautiful.
looks good. I mean, other than the fact that you had to tin can it to get the filter out. But... Alright, well, we'll let that drain. And then she'll be the put her back together. And another thing we also are gonna do is air filter. The last ride that we went on, she got a little bit wet.
Not bad.
No.
Like more of a little seat, but that was we were in. It's where we're boating that day.
For what we went through, but I've put a little bit of frog skin on here just with a little bit of silicone just to try to stop that from happening.
And that worked pretty
great.
good.
But yeah, this filter got a little wet. So I got one out of Bone Crusher that's only got
Like it's
an
clean.
hour or two on it. That
It's got.
actually, I'll grab a screwdriver. Might as well take that out right now while we're waiting. Got nothing better to do.
She got a little wet, but like we were in some pretty extremes
Oh, that was.
for a stock bike.
Ask the trail stompers. It was their backyard.
Yeah, it was pretty puddly.
Yeah.
That's what that place where we went's known for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was over the headlights. So, this is a stock bike with no snorkels. But yeah, see it.
Oh yeah.
It destroyed the filter. I'm surprised that it actually ran when we went out to camp this weekend. That's yeah.
Yeah, she sucked right in.
Yeah.
Well, we got a replacement.
We'll just replace it with one of Bone Crusher's slightly previously maybe used a little bit, and that's gonna go in the Wall of Fame. Have you shown them that?
Yeah. So not broken parts, but very broken parts. There's some Yamaha in there.
Oh yeah. There's a couple of Yamahas. Actually, Johnny Five's got that rocker arm in there. That's the piston and valves and springs from
Some bearings.
Baloney Pony.
Yeah.
Yes. As parts break, we're gonna just keep adding to it, and
We'll fill the whole back wall someday.
oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
We got more parts over there. Old pistons and old bearings.
Yeah. Yeah, we're working right now. This is Coleman's bike. This has actually been part of the family for quite some time. Come from the farm. It's been dragged around with us, and it's getting a brand new top end and bottom end.
It's a 1992, and those boys are original tires.
Yep. Still hold air. Little weather crack, but they're still there.
they're bad. But you're gonna bring her back around, hopefully.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a little project we got on the go. Coleman's gonna be something for happy when he's got a bike to rip around.
And that's how fast it is to change an air filter.
Yeah. So we'll get some video footage of rebuilding that engine. I should have probably done some on the teardown, but
yeah, we got eager.
And in the evenings,
we didn't know either.
Yeah, a lot of the parts in that engine are discontinued, and the only place you can find them is on eBay, and they want like $400 for a used crankshaft. And at that point in time, the bike wasn't worth saving, but we managed to source some parts that
are reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable. I mean, we're like new sprocket, gasket set, bottom end bearings, piston and rings. And we got to do a belt. And we're looking at like 300 and change.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So, still salvageable.
Yeah, she'll ride again.
Yeah. So, there we go. Little. Oh, those clips are tight. So, everything is accessible to work on. I'm quite pleased with that. It's definitely a nice bike to get into. So, yeah, we're still drooling.
We'll give it a couple minutes and I'll pick his back up.
All right, so we got the drain plug back in. Torqued to 90,000 foot-pounds. Cross-threaded, made sure it's in tight.
She's got all the Kentuckers.
Yeah, she's tight. So, I know some people are like, oh, you don't have to put oil in the seal. I'm old school, I'm putting oil in the seal. Just helps. It's a cute little fella. I wonder if I should take a... So this is the part number, right there. So instead of necessarily going directly to Polaris, might be able to find them a little cheaper online. WeberNet seems to be the way to go. Okay, so make sure I don't got no rubber there. No, come off with the other filter. Put that in. Spin it backwards. Spin it forwards. It's the best way to cross thread it. Oh, that's... I'm on the wrong side.
Well, it should take a minute here.
You might have to get you to go turn the lights off.
I might be out of a better spot if you can't get her.
Oh.
She take?
Don't know where. There we go.
Yeah, there she started.
We got it. And the lights are still on. It's a miracle. Hey. I'm going to wipe some of this oil off my hands so that way I can get optimum grip so I can get 135,000 foot-pounds on it.
And just snug, fellas. You don't gotta crank them on.
Well, now I'm going to get the breaker bar out and torque her in tight as tight. I couldn't believe that. You shouldn't have to damage a filter to take it off. You know what? It was like that when I did the first oil change on Bone Crush. I actually literally had to drive a screwdriver through the filter
and turn it.
To turn it. All right. Now we can get some of that high test Earls in there. And like...
that gold-plated oil?
Yeah. So, no comment. Oh, fresh, brand new Earl. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something about this stuff's awfully expensive. 2 quarts, or just shy of 2 liters, whatever you want to call it. $65. Oh wait, there's a copper crush ring in there though. That's probably the expensive part.
$20 right there.
Yeah. Oh my Lanta. It's the age we live in though. Used to be able to do this for dirt cheap. Now it's gonna sell the dirt to do it.
It just sucks because people wonder why no one supports local anymore.
Yeah.
This is the reason.
Well, that's what I mean. Like literally, like Elliott Lake's right in the Polaris dealership. Not much of a dealership.
Hold that bottle right there. It's funny how it says not for resale.
Yeah, that's because they're in a kit.
Oh.
So it's not for individual sale. They got to sell the whole kit. But like I mean, the Elliott Lake dealership, they don't have bikes. All the parts are ridiculously priced. I've used them a couple times. Like last year, right before the Massey Mud Bogs, I broke a speed sensor, and it was $132. Went online, they're like $70. Like, it's just, their markup's ridiculous. The guy behind the counter, I'm pretty sure a chimpanzee could do his job. But I swear by Mid-City. Mid-City in Sudbury, absolutely phenomenal. It's where we buy our bikes. Unfortunately, they're 2 hours away. Another good one is Trailside. I actually just picked up a battery for Bone Crusher from them. Your bike came from Trailside.
I bought my Highlifter
and
from
they're
them.
in Espanola, but unfortunately, an hour away. Yeah. So it seems to be that you pay for convenience, but it should be more convenient to have your home dealership, not kind of, you know, in the back door without the KY.
Well, you know, I'd like to buy local, but for some reason they like to tack on a few extra grand to the price of their bikes.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
A few extra grand, well, it was $14 more to buy this kit here than it would if I had gone to Mid-City. So, I don't know. End rant.
End of rant. We're not mad at all.
No, not at all. Don't worry, we won't support them much more. Okay, so we put in 1.5 liters. There's nothing in the filter. We're going to start it up, cycle it, let the oil go through the system, check it, top it up accordingly. Alrighty, so we just ran it, let it cycle for a little bit, make sure it's got oil in the filter. I never take my reading off the first dip, especially that it was just vibrating. We've gone through this on all of our service videos. But yeah, I mean, being a newer bike, it's just kind of nice to get these little service videos out there for people to see. There's not always a lot of information, and I mean, this is vital. Like, I mean, I'm not worried about the warranty because I am the Polaris warranty. So
Mid-City was good with that with his warranty.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure if I called Mid-City and I had a big problem, like I had a rod out the block, then. But they can also see this because it's documented. We were at 25.3, so we're 0.3 hours over. Like it's being documented. So thank you, YouTube. Oh yeah, she's gonna take the full.
She'll take 2. Okay, so now we know it's like the 850s.
Yep.
And they take the full 2 liters.
Yep.
We didn't know because it's a 1 lunger if there's a difference or.
Yeah, don't know.
This is our first single cylinder, man.
Yeah. First 1 lunger in the Polaris family.
And she does just fine.
Oh, absolutely. Impressed. Like, I almost feel like picking up another one just for...
To make a bog bite to see how it holds up?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do the premium touring.
No.
I would just get a 570, you know, snorkel, rad, relocate.
See.
Yeah.
See if it has enough, it holds up to the thrashing, the big boys.
Well, actually, Larry, he's got a... This is a
450, I think.
Yeah, 450, and he's got snorkels. I know he said he's had problems with axles.
I know he wants to go bigger.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying to me on the last ride. But
yeah, that's Larry from the Northern Ontario Trail Stompers that we're talking about.
Good dudes over there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Stand up, fellas. They've helped us out a lot, and we've helped them out. It's good to know them. We're actually going to be doing a ride with them there on the May long weekend.
Yeah.
Get together, families get together, do some riding, eat some pizza, drink stuff like that.
We're going to have a lollipop or 2 at the end of the
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Straight.
You know what? We are literally right at the bottom of the full.
So it's perfect. Perfect 2 liters. Oh,
like,
no.
Like, we're right, needs a touch more.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Let this, and we're pouring it in through the head, so maybe it'll take a second to work its way down. But if they short you on oil at $65 an oil change, I've got a size 12 boot that's going to end up in somebody's rear end.
You sure you didn't want to buy the winter weight oil?
Yeah.
They were trying to sell you?
For your razor, not even for a 570. This is why, I don't know, it pays to be educated. It really does. I would have probably spent $65 had I not known any better. I got an oil change kit for a razor and then would have been like, why won't this work? Some people's children. I think I do have a touch of this oil on the shelf.
Knowing you probably got enough tools over there and parts to rebuild this bike.
The only thing I'm missing is AGL for the transmission.
It is a touchdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. You're going to need a little bit more. You probably about 200 mil more to put it.
Yeah, about that. That is. I'm going to give it another minute. I just want to make sure that everything coming down through the head is there.
It should be down by now.
Yeah, I know. The look.
In typical Misfits fashion.
Holy. My Lanta, if it's short, how does this hold more oil than that? That's an 850, this is a 570. The displacement doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This arrow says add at that line, and this says full at this side.
Where was it at?
Like, less than half on the add, like on the...
So you are safe.
It is safe, but it's not...
You should have a bit more.
Yeah, like if you get that bike on any little bit of an incline or something, you're going to be starving the engine for oil.
Yep.
Side-by-side blog problems.
Yeah. No cyclones for 15 minutes.
Oh,
might wash a cylinder.
We only got one, can't lose it. And so, survey says, do we need a splash or are we good? This is concerning. I'm not gonna fib it. Like, you spend $65, you kind of want it
for 2 liters of oil. You should maybe get a little touch up.
Yeah, like we're like literally on the low end of the ad. Like we're not even in the middle. All right, well,
we'll look up.
I'm gonna go dig through the private stock and see what we got. All right, so we broke into the private stock of the good stuff. Hopefully. I can't believe that. Like, I'm not impressed. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably all you need. As if. And like, there's nothing left in them there.
You emptied them. It's been one of those days, boys.
It sure has. Well, like, oh yeah, you know, Corey popped over at lunchtime to bring me the parts for that other bike, and he's like, oh, well, let's do the video on it. Let's go get the stuff. And I'm like, yeah, sure, it won't take long. Half hour, we'll blow through it. Typical Misfit fashion. We're about, what, an hour now?
Yeah, about an hour.
And then we wasted about an hour waiting for the Polaris dealership to come back off their hour lunch break.
Yeah, they shut down the dealership for an hour for lunch.
Hey, holy.
Leave someone in there working for lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, see, now I feel better about that. We're up over the half on that.
That's
so
where it should be.
Yeah. I feel safe about that, you know, like, because you don't ride on flat trails. Like, you get any off camber and any slosh, like, oil starvation. Like, that I feel better with. But yeah, so word to the wise, you buy a kit, you're going to be a little bit short. I'd say probably about 200 mil. Yep.
But anyways, that pretty much wraps this up.
Yeah, it wraps up the oil change. I got a few other things that I'm going to do. I'm going to frog skin. This is the CVT exhaust. The CVT intake's on the floor over there.
That one?
Yeah, I'm going to cut it and modify it a little bit. It is going to get snorkeled, but right now the market for snorkels is ridiculous. I'm not going to spend $700 on a snorkel kit for this bike. I'll wait another year till the prices come down or another company makes them. But yeah, we could do it ourselves, but I mean, this is a new bike. Would like to have the proper pieces to do it. So yeah, we wrapped up the oil change. We got, I'm gonna go through all the plugs and dye grease all the plugs. We had an issue with the power steering, shorted it out a little bit. We dried it, worked fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go through. I gotta pull the front apart to get into those clips, but yeah, that pretty much wraps up the oil change on the 570. So hopefully you guys like what you see, and we'll catch you guys out on the trail.